calling it quits. I'm tired of being told what I can do with the land I'm living on. I'm tired of the powerline company coming and just cutting trees or brush anytime they want. I'm tired of them coming and spraying on and then killing stuff in my garden. I'm tired of it. But I'll tell you the number one reason here in just a minute why I'm calling it quits. If you watch my other video about pros and cons of renting or buying your homestead, you know what the biggest reason is for me, and that is because I want my own land. This has been a good spot. Been here 2.5 years, but there's a lot of things I didn't do because I knew I'd be moving. So I've been out looking. I found me a couple little lots near the lake that will be, they won't be ideal, but at least they'll be mine. And for what I've spent here the last 2.5 years in rent, I could have bought 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 lots up there. That's the biggest reason. That's why I tell you, if you can, you know, a lot of people say, well, we can't buy our ideal homestead. Buy a freaking homestead. At least you'll be working towards building equity in something that is yours. So that's the biggest reason I'm moving. Calling it quits. Not quitting the homestead. That's just my way I am. I could no more not do that than breathe or something. But I'm just tired of living here. And like I said, the powerline company came recently, cut a bunch of trees down because they said they was encroaching in their right of way. Last year they sprayed. They said they didn't spray the garden, they just sprayed the fence lines for brush. Funny, hardly anything grew in my garden afterwards. Don't know. This lot I'm looking at, well, they're all brush, trees. They require cutting starting from zero. But at the end of the day, it'd be my zero I'm starting with. You know, I wanted bees, but I knew if I put bees here, I'd have issues with the neighbors probably. And eventually I'd have to move the bees when I moved. So, yeah. Calling it quits here. Been here too long anyway. 2.5 years of rent. Oh, I have always been just paying rent, even when I was young, just burnt me up. I realize some people have to do it. I don't know why. It just burns me up. Because it's like, I feel like I'm just giving somebody else my money for nothing. Roof over my head. Well, I can get a roof over my head anywhere. So anyway, this new lot, I'll take y'all to it. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, do so now, because there's going to be I'm going to go through the process of how I found this place, or there's several I'm choosing from. I hadn't decided which one yet. That's something I'm going to have y'all help me with. I think I'm going to show you each. I think there's 3, maybe 4 lots here that I'm looking at. And that's the other thing. This is, I think in the other video or one of the other videos, I said this was 1.5 acres. This is not. This is just like 1.1 acres here. These other lots are fairly smaller. One of them's like 1/2 acre. And they all have their pros and cons. They're all in kind of the same subdivision, if you want to call it that. It technically is what it is, but they're out there in the sticks, let's just say. Gonna go over the pros and cons of those. So if you're thinking about this lifestyle and you go, well, I'll rent, and just go out and buy you one someplace, even if it's a small one, you'll be far ahead than renting and paying somebody else. Because if you do any improvements, it goes to the landlord. You're improving his land. I've got my sacks of leaves I collected this last fall and this winter. Half of them still in bags, and I think I'm going to take them with me. I'm not putting them out there. So it's just, you know, it was time. It was time. Just past time. Sometimes we get complacent and we put up the things that we wouldn't have put up otherwise, you know. I want to do with my land what I want to do with it, how I want to do with it. I know what's best for me, not some company or you know, person or somebody else. So anyway, y'all stay tuned. Like I said, like and subscribe, because there'll be how I found this place, the tools I used to find homesteading lots, how to evaluate them, how to look them over, and then once I pick one and start homesteading, I mean, all these are wooded lots. You're just not going to, you know, have to build a, you know, it's going to be off grid. Totally. There again, I'm tired of paying utilities, so it's going to be totally off grid. That means water catchment. First, I have to build a cabin. Then, you know, either water catchment or solar. We're going to have solar and that whole 9 yards there. So this is going to be a totally, like I said, from ground zero up. Clearing the land. Man, it's at my age, I'm like, do I really want to do this? And I'm thinking, do I really want to keep paying rent? Hell no. I'll do it. So anyway, it's going to be an adventure. Y'all stay tuned. I thank you for watching the one acre homesteader. Might have to change my name to the half acre homesteader or the quarter acre homesteader. So y'all stay tuned, because we fixing to go on an adventure.